Hi, this is Dorothy with Scrapbooking, and I'm back again for the second scrapbook layout from the papers called Hope and Kindness. This is a special promotion that is available until June 30th, and these papers are beautiful. So this is what I'm going to end up with after my video is over. So here we go. Okay, so like I said, this is number 2. And I've got all of these pieces in my page protector labeled number 2. So I sorted them after not sorting them. So I would highly suggest when you do anything where you've got multiple pages to cut out and you're doing it all at one, doing the cuts all at one time, do your sorting first. Save yourself a lot of frustration and time. And so this has 6 layouts. So you especially need to, this is the instructions and what the final looks like. But especially with, more than a couple of layouts, please, please, please do yourself a favor and either use your plastic bags that the papers come in or get yourself some page protectors and label them for the layout that it goes with. And I said on the first one, I got very frustrated because I had to go back and sort after I cut so many pieces. So I turned into kind of a crazy person. And I didn't need to. So don't do that to yourself. This layout is it's simple. You could duplicate this with any papers you get. So this is just a super easy way of making a layout that's real cute. I'm just trying to figure out which ones go with, which pieces go with number, part A and part B of layout number 2. So the craft paper strips are cut at 1/2 inch. So that's the other side of the craft paper. And then you've got some peach colored little tiny strips that are like about maybe 1/4 inch as just kind of a little accent to the craft brown paper. So I'm using the slightly darker side of the peach. Doesn't make a big difference, but I just wanted I wanted it to pack a little bit more of a punch next to that that heavy craft paper. Kind of softens it as it goes into the white daisy. So the strips that are in the middle are like 2 inches by about 10 inches. And you're cutting 4 strips to go across, to go horizontal. And I mean, it's pretty doggone simple. So you've got, let's see, if you've got 3/4 inch on one side and 3/4 inch on the other, so 2 3/4 inch, so that's 1.5 inches. And so these pieces are probably cut at 10.5. So it's like 2 by 10.5. So here we go, and I'm using my close to my heart layout mat to kind of eyeball things. I'm just, like I said, I'm just eyeballing this. And since you've got, the numbers on one side and the other, then you can, it's a pretty easy thing to do. Most important thing is that you get it straight, right? So this is another one of the kind of unusual things with these layouts. They're using 1/2 inch strips as journaling strips. So that's just kind of different. Normally we have 3 or 4, maybe 1/4 inch strips for journaling. Of course, the trick is to remember that you have that strip up there to journal on. So I'm just kind of putting my first color piece down, and I love that pink daisy paper. Isn't that beautiful? So, and I'm just giving a little scooch of a color of white daisy, just a little bit of space in between each strip. Just kind of moving all the smaller pieces out of the way. So just an itty bitty amount. That's maybe 1/8 of an inch. Like I said, most important thing is for it to be straight. And then we've got the 4x6 white daisy. It's actually 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 that you put your 4x6 on, so you end up with a little bit of a white space around it. And those two pieces came off of the die cut. So those went on there easily. And then this piece is off of one of there's a page that is just strips of color. That's where some of the pieces came from. And this has some little sayings that you can use that are kind of like little subtitles to your paper. And the arrow is also one of the die cuts. Like I said, lots of different kinds of die cuts. So we're gonna go ahead and put that. I love how I always flip the white over even though it's exactly the same on the other side. What is with that? That's just habit. A plain old habit. And there's another die cut. And so what I'm going to do is just put the small foam dots above and kind of stick it above so that the picture can easily go under that. I don't want it to, stick and get in the way. So there's a nice little heart. And then we've got a little wood heart. Going to use a little of my liquid glass to stick it down. And it's going to fit over so that the white heart shows through the wood heart. So super cute. The embellishments, the wood embellishments, I mean, you get a big package of, it's not a big package, it's a small package, but it's cram-packed with lots and lots of all different kinds of hearts. So this is a beautiful sticker that is from the sticker sheet. And so I'm just going to add a little bit of the, take the tackiness away from the sticker so that I can kind of overlay it and put the picture underneath. And then I've got one of my small doilies that was cut in half. So this is for the other 4x6. And they're not putting those squares, so they have a little tilt to them. Which, it's nice to not have things square sometimes. But your papers, like you wouldn't want wonky 4 strips on there because that would not look good. But the pictures that's a different story. So I really like that sticker. It's really beautiful. Look at those. They're so pretty. My goodness. And this sticker sheet is just full of all these really beautiful stickers. So I'm going to put the leaf coming out of there. I mean, the stickers just they really make it so simple. I feel like I'm cheating, but I love it. I just love it. But these are really lovely. And I know I did a whole lot of cutouts from the papers that are real pretty, but you just can't beat the sticker. And I'm raising this sticker up and putting it over the stems of the leaves. So pretty. And this is I'm kind of sticking the little doily to the back of the sticker. It's funny how the one bouquet has kind of the dark background, and this bouquet has the white background. So what are we going to do here? I'm looking for something. Something's supposed to be there and it's not. See, that open flower there from the die cut, I love those things. I think they are just absolutely beautiful. So even though it's small, it just kind of just looks so pretty with these layouts. So we've got a little heart, also from the die cuts. I had quite a few left over at the end of this, so you'll be able to. So that's like a little stamp. How cute is that, with that little heart and the little dashed lines around it? It looks like a stamp. You know, you want to kind of study your die cuts there, because I tell you, I missed some of them, and at the end, when it was all over with, it was like, oh, there's that dotted butterfly, or there's that dotted half circle. So you may want to look at them so you think something's missing and it's not. So yeah, there was a peach doily that was missing. I didn't have it there, so I had to go find it. So there we go. We've got the white daisy doily and the peach doily and the open flower and the little stamp. It just makes this absolutely beautiful, just a stunning bouquet and gathering for the bottom of the page. And I'm popping it up, and this is the pretty thicker foam tape, so it sticks up pretty high. I'm trying to place it so it's not in the way of the picture. That's why I kind of took it off. Now I'm just kind of having to figure out how to handle to not have it take up, all the space on top of the picture. And there we go. And so these are just little starbursts from the sticker sheet. And I mean, it looks pretty inconsequential when it's on the, not sticker sheet, but the die cut sheet. But then you put it out there kind of by itself, and it's like, boom. Kind of neat. It makes its own little statement. Looking for a little group of leaves here. And, sometimes I got the wrong leaf with the wrong layout, but so what? Does it make that much difference? No, it really doesn't, because who's going to know? Who's going to know? Nobody. Unless you come over to my house and find my layouts and say, oh, you did that wrong. So anyway, just as a point of technicality, this video is also speeded up to 150%. I know it looks like I'm running it at normal speed, doesn't it? But it's 150%. So this whole layout took me about 36 minutes to put together. Now the cutting and the sorting, that took, considerably longer. And had I already sorted, the cutting, would have been, probably maybe 15, 20 minutes. But the sorting, that was my own fault, and so I can't really count that. But yeah, so this took, just like I said, about 36 minutes, 37 minutes to put together. So I just speeded it up just for the sake of video watch time. So this is going to be the same thing as the left-hand page, with the strips of the craft paper and the peach accent. The only thing that's different is that the horizontal strips are going to go in a different order, just for a little interest sake, so you're not having everything be matchy-matchy. Pardon me. So all sorts of little pieces are going on here. You know, I said yesterday when I was putting the other video out, this is a project. This isn't just making a couple of scrapbook layouts. This is a whole project if you choose to do the 6 layouts. So I would give myself a lot of time and not feel bad about it. It's a significant project to do, and you end up with 12 pages, which is, you know, that's nice. So that's, you know, if you have a big event that these, you know, pages are going to go with, then you've got, you know, you've got all these consistent pages going into your scrapbook. You know, the what makes them consistent is just that you're using the same papers. So you can have different layouts, but essentially the same papers are going to make everything be coordinated. And so, you know, you can put individual pictures on here that, you know, are good for the paper, or you can have a whole event, like if you're doing, you know, a family reunion, for instance. You know, a lot of people do family reunions in June and July. And so you're going to have a ton of pictures from those. And if that's what this would be perfect for something like a family reunion. You know, where you need a lot of space to show all your pictures. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I think I've got 2 different sizes. I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like I said, when I went through and did this, I found a number of places where I cut things incorrectly, but I didn't realize it until I was putting this together. So I'm just trying to figure out what I did. See, that one it's 4 by 4 instead of 4 and 4.5 or 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So it confused me. Now this is going to get a okay. Gave up, went and cut another piece. There we go. And then that's going to be a double on top of it. So you've got a white border coming around. And that was, I think I was just missing one of the 4.5 by 4.5 pieces. So this is the title, Let Your Heart Be Your Compass. And with the peach doily going under, and here's a spotted butterfly that is getting popped up a little bit. And the thing that's nice about these smaller foam dots is that they're not interfering with folding the butterfly up, so its wings have a little bit of a lift to them. I think I'm looking at something and trying to figure out what the deal is. So that is a looks like a harbor color doily, and there's going to be, it looks like it's a cluster that is going to kind of go around the doily. So it ends up being a nice background for this cluster. So I personally love doilies. I have doilies all over my house that my mother, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother crocheted. So I kind of like doilies myself, just from that standpoint. I have little bitty works of art all around from the women, and rather strong-willed women in my family. So strong-willed women making doilies. Love it. Love the counterpoint. Just trimming off a little bit of the edge that you don't want there. And then popping it up with some more of the foam tape. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing and ring the bell so you can see when the next video is. I let some time lapse. It's probably like a couple of weeks of time lapsed for not putting a video out, and I apologize for that. If you get used to videos coming out frequently, when something doesn't come out, it's like, oh, boo, what's going on? Anyway, sorry, and I'll try to do better and not get so frustrated with myself that I take a whole week away from doing anything. So we've got some more liquid glass and some more of those little, I don't know what to call those, stars, little bursts. I love those. They're so cute. And then we've got a little heart, I think, here. That's going to go down there. And then what I'm going to do is take my journaling pen and do like I did with another butterfly and make a little flight path for the butterfly. And following butterflies in my backyard, there is no consistent way that they fly. So it's fun to make those, put more butterflies on your pages and make those little flight paths of the butterfly, because it's so cute. It just adds just a little bit of fun to the page. And I've got my wood hearts, and I'm going to go ahead and color them with my Coral Tri-Blend marker. And I'm using the darker color to add. And look at how perfectly that goes with the paper. I mean, it's absolutely perfect with it. So, closing down, what do we have here? Some more hearts to put on.
Unknown caller.
Spam. I hate that stuff. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn the bell off. So there's another little heart. And I have colored all of the wood pieces on these layouts. All of them are getting colored, and mostly with, I think I used my gold marker one time, but mostly the coral with this. And so here is my layout. And at some point, I hope I realized that I didn't color the heart on the other side. I think I found another thing that needed to go on there. Yeah, there was a little. Now this is a zip strip. This is part of a zip strip. So there's a lot of really beautiful zip strips that came with this paper. But I love those little, this one with the little flowers there. Okay, so here we go. So that's nice and dried on there. So it's not moving around. That makes it easier if you let them dry before you color them. Or you could color them before you put it on there. So there's my little coral blend hearts. And my journaling pen up there that I use, my Close to My Heart journaling pen. And there we go. So if you like it, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I would love it. So we've got 4x4s and 4x6s going on these 2 pages here. So let your heart be your compass, ladies. Boom, your heart. So thanks so much for watching. These are pretty, aren't they? Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.